cancelled. Our reporter John Bailey is there. John, you're outside the venue now.
Yeah, hi Gustav. We were told to leave the venue, all the delegates inside, because apparently various attempts were made to actually set the marquee on fire, where most of the event took place. So for precautionary measures, in fact, that's also why the event was postponed, because for security reasons, for the safety of those attending. So as I said, we had no choice. We had to come out because various attempts were made. We don't know by whom to set the marquee on fire. But with me now I have Mr. Naidoo, who was one of the conveners of this event, to get his impressions of what transpired here today. Mr. Naidoo, how do you feel now? It sounded as though listening to Justice Moseneke, very disappointed.
Of course we are disappointed, but I want to clarify one thing. There are speculations and rumors that someone tried to burn down the tent. That was not an issue that we have confirmed or that we have evidence of. The reason why we postponed the meeting was because it was ending up in a convention that we had not convened. We'd had months of discussions with each constituency. We had co-created an agenda that we will discuss, and the core of it was, can we listen to each other as constituencies that have demands, that have aspirations, that have ideas about how to solve the education crisis. And when the minister was not allowed to speak, when the vice chancellors were not allowed to present their message, the conveners felt that it was not the convention we intended to have, where we have to embrace the principle of listening to each other, where we can disagree with each other, but we are united around trying to find solutions to a grave crisis of education, and for the sake of safety and security as well, but primarily because it ended up with a convention that we had not designed and co-created in the first place.
So moving on from here, I understand from what Justice Moseneke has said as well, that you will work out the logistics, and it's only been postponed until a later date to be announced.
Well, you know, we are responding as civil society to make ourselves available if the society wants to find solutions. We are available. You know, the intention of us convening this conference, and there are many forces in this country that don't want solutions, that want us to descend into chaos, into a state that is not functional, into systems that are not functional, because it suits their political agenda. Now, those are the people that must be exposed for what they are doing. And I'm not sure where they come from, but I think for the majority of South African citizens, 55 million of us, 99.9% want our universities to work, want our children to be educated, want us to make South Africa a successful country where there's economic growth, where there are livelihoods, where we tackle hunger, where we tackle corruption. That's our commitment. So as conveners, we are available to the society, and what we're asking, that people that are representing constituencies, people that are representing organizations, must now come into a process that has integrity. And the most important principle of integrity is that we listen to each other even if we disagree with each other. And that's the history lesson from our transition from apartheid to democracy, that we do not talk to just our friends, we talk to people we disagree with, people that are our enemies, our opponents.
So moving forward, Mr. Naidoo, I assume there will be discussions amongst the conveners and other stakeholders. Where would you like to take this process? Are we going to see a convention of this nature in the future?
Well, it'll be a process that will have to unfold as we build the integrity of the consultations. We had agreement from every constituency that was represented in this tent today about the agenda. We agreed the agenda. We agreed that people